Let's kick things off, shall we, with the Santa Rosa Police Department. Established in 1867, celebrated its 150th anniversary like Santa Rosa is about to. The police department motorcycle team started with one officer riding a bike in 1937, an Indian motorcycle, 4-cylinder. Over the decades, the traffic enforcement team has worked on Kawasaki's, Harley Davidson's, and now these BMW police motorcycles. The team enforces traffic throughout Santa Rosa, and of course they had a much larger job in October, as you will remember, and they are a part of our heroes. And we're gonna see a lot of those today. Leading the parade, officers Brian Mann, Andy Ashford, Greg Yeager, John Dedman, Jason Brandt, Ken Karstensen, and John Medier, along with Sergeant Chad Heiser. The SRPD, let's give them a hand.
I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Trio.
Morning, everybody. I'm Pat Kerrigan from KSRO. Glad to be here across the street from the judges' stand during the 124th annual Rose Parade. Dan Trucillos is here with me too. And Dan, let's talk about this banner for a moment.
Yes, here comes the first division of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade. Proud sponsor of Division 1, PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, leading the way toward California's clean energy future and committed to being an environmental leader. They're working hard to increase use of clean and renewable energy and protective sensitive habitats. Thank you, PG&E.
And it's the Honor Guard, Santa Rosa Police Department Color Honor Guard. Members marching along today with flags and rifles in Color Guard police uniforms. They participated in the parade for many years. The Color Honor Guard members honor fallen officers at funerals of officers killed in the line of duty. Also present the colors at special ceremonies on behalf of the department and the city of Santa Rosa.
Please welcome the Grand Marshal of this year's parade,
Wow.
Sonoma County Sheriff Rob Giordano.
So let me get this straight. One of our heroes, of course, Sheriff Rob Giordano. Today, we don't call him Sheriff, we call him the Marshal, the Grand Marshal of the parade. Wow, well, how much did we depend on Sheriff Rob during the course of the fires? That's right, hi Mark. And Captain Mark Essick riding with Rob. I gotta get to the bottom of why are they riding a boat in the parade? Is that just me or is it strange? We've seen Sheriff Rob in many occasions, and we've seen him in front of press briefings, not daily press briefings in October, but sometimes hourly press briefings. We relied on him a lot, and congratulations to the Grand Marshal, Sheriff Rob Giordano. But why is he in a boat? I'll get to the bottom of it, have no fear.
If I hear that correctly, it's the 7th through 12th grade Marching Eagles, directed by Jim Humphreys. They participated every year since 1986 and were last year's Bugby Award winner. Playing March of Joy, experience the exhilaration of rising up from the hymn When We All Get to Heaven. Rincon Valley Christian School, Marching Eagles.
By the way, Sheriff Rob is in a boat because he loves boats. And in January, when Sheriff Rob retires, that's how he's going to be spending a lot of his time. So there's the why of that. Rincon Valley Christian High School.
Please welcome your Santa Rosa City Council. Now, Mayor Chris Corsi, Vice Mayor Chris Rogers, Council Member Julie Combs, I see you. Council Member Ernesto Oliveras, good to see you, sir.
Very good to see all of you on the job on a Saturday morning.
Council Member John Sawyer, Tom Schwedhelm, and of course, not least, Council Member Jack Tibbetts.
Yes, good to see the City Council at work. Very, very much so. And coming up next, Dan.
Franklin Park Co-op Preschool. They meet the needs of children and families in Sonoma County. At 64 years old, they're an icon in the community, always striving to provide the best possible learning environment to motivate the children who will be our future community heroes. Give it up for Franklin Park Co-op Preschool.
All right. Congressman Mike Thompson is a part of the parade today. He represents California's 5th Congressional District, parts of Sonoma, Napa, Lake, Solano, and Contra Costa counties. He is a Vietnam veteran, senior member of the committee, Ways and Means Committee. Hello, Congressman. Good morning to you. Let me tell you something about the Congressman if you don't know it. He has worked tirelessly making sure that every federal dollar we can get to help us recover from the wildfires has been gotten. He's still working on it, and thank you, Congressman Thompson, for your efforts in all of that. We appreciate it. It means that our recovery is going to go a little bit more smoothly because of the efforts of Congressman Mike Thompson.
Next up, Sonoma County Sheriff's Search and Rescue. The bright orange shirts and forest green service pants are the uniform of Sonoma County Search and Rescue. This dedicated group of volunteers performed vital roles during the October wildfires, including the location of missing residents. For weeks following the fires, Sonoma County Search and Rescue logged more than 1,100 hours of service. Throughout the year, Search and Rescue assists the Sonoma County Sheriff's Office with locating missing hikers and lost children, medical rescues, and evidence searches to help solve crimes. Thank you, Search and Rescue.
Yes, and there are multiple vehicles involved with the search and rescue effort. No surprise there. It takes a whole bunch of people to make sure that we remain safe in the North Bay. Thank you very kindly for that. Just after the Sheriff's Department, and thank you very much, Search and Rescue from the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. Appreciate you being here. Coming up, Forgotten Felines of Sonoma County. Man, have they been working hard. It is a spay and neuter organization for feral and unowned cats in our community. At their weekly clinics, each and every cat is treated individually and with care, microchipped, and receives an ear tip too. During the fires, they teamed up with Sonoma County Animal Services to provide care for so many displaced pets. Their spay-neuter adoption van was stationed outside the Vet's Fairgrounds Hall, and man, oh man, did they do a great deal of work. 28 years in the community, Forgotten Felines.
Please welcome Charles, Mexico. They participated in opportunity to become part of these parades, bringing a little taste of Mexican culture to the events. Charros Mexico greatly appreciates to be part of the Rose Parade. We kindly say, muchas gracias.
Always a beautiful part of a Sonoma County parade, the Charros Mexico. Beautiful horses. It is a huge contingent. The Charros Mexico. An amazing group of riders and obviously amazing group of horses who are very happy the temperatures are not in the 80s at this point. Thanks today to Friedman Home Improvement, one of the sponsors of today's parade. Huge contributor to our community, whether it's donating time, energy, or the products we need. They're always here to help, and as families and businesses rebuild, Friedman's Home Improvement continues to be a very important resource for our entire community. It's 3 generations of Friedman's celebrating 72 years of being able to give back to their community, and we thank them very much for that. And behind Charros Mexico,
well, it's
maybe one of the most important guys in the entire parade, the Pooper Scooper. Let's hear it for him. Here comes the First Congregational United Church of Christ. Members of the church are carrying burnt brush from the burned properties of one of their families. Wow. Like the rest of Sonoma County, obviously still affected by the October firestorms, but hope springs eternal. The rainbow says that. Yes, hope, joy, love, unity, and rebirth. This is how they see new green plants, spectacular gifts from God. Join the First Church in its commitment to our community to support each other and to rebuild this community. And thank you to all of the volunteers and first responders who made living here still possible. All you need is love, Dan. That is the First Congregational United Church of Christ. Thanks for being in the Rose Parade.
Following them, give a big welcome to Chief Hank Schreeder of the Santa Rosa Police Department. Chief Schreeder has been a peace officer with the SRPD since 1991. Police department quickly sprang into action to save citizens of Santa Rosa from the fires in October.
Morning.
Police dispatched over 3,000 calls in a 12-hour period, heroically guiding officers to people trapped by the flames. Officers risked their own lives to rescue others, even while knowing some had lost their homes. During recovery efforts, SRPD was working hard to protect the public through the initial weeks of the disaster.
We live in a community of heroes. There is no question about it. Welcome, please. The City of Santa Rosa City Bus, you've seen it around, played a critical role in the October fires. The buses were used to evacuate hundreds of people from assisted living centers and hospitals. They operated free for 2 weeks on a Saturday level schedule to try to maintain availability for ongoing emergency response activities, including the evacuations, shelter transportation, transportation to the local assistance center that is, and also transporting National Guard and Salvation Army Corps of Engineers. I mean to tell you what, it is an amazing group living in our community, and why we are this far along in recovery at this stage of the game.
Coming to you from a galaxy far, far away, please welcome the Santa Rosa Accelerated Charter Marching Band of Brandon Binder and Matt Rigsdahl. course, they are performing the main theme from Star Wars. We hope you enjoy it.
Birthday, Santa Rosa Junior College.
Wow.
You don't look a day over earlier than that. SRJC, our community college for the last 100 years. A fire truck from Public Safety in Windsor, a tractor from the farm in Forestville, and 100 students, alumni, staff, and retirees are here today to say happy birthday, SRJC. One of the linchpins in our community, Santa Rosa Junior College. No, happy birthday to you. SRJC Classified Senates. Dr. Frank Chong, right there. Give us a big wave. Dr. Chong, good to see you. Happy birthday to you. The National Collegiate Champions of SRJC. Wow. The SRJC cheer team, the fire truck is here. SRJC is such an important part of our community for so many reasons. Training the next generation like training firefighters, Dan.
Following them is the Santa Rosa Junior College cheer team, coached by Leah Brown. The team wants to share its SRJC spirit. Santa Rosa Junior College celebrating 100th anniversary this year. Cheer team was just featured in a short film with the school mascot Roscoe. Team dances, stunts, and cheers on SRJC's wide array on the athletic team. Go Panthers!
Land Partners Through Stewardship, Land Paths, founded in 1997. Land Paths offers youth programs, stewardship opportunities, and community events that promote collective joy and love for Sonoma County's open spaces. Yeah. Join us by helping in a garden, educating youth in nature, or working at a preserve. You can do it all. Let's get outside with Land Paths. Perfect day for that today.
And just after them, Brook Hill Elementary is a K-6 school located in Santa Rosa, a tight-knit community with an enrollment of 475 students. Give it up for Brook Hill Elementary. They're famous for their open house, Bobcat dinner in the community, and many enrichment activities after school.
Love your t-shirts. T-shirts look great on all of you. Congratulations.
We're proud of this community involvement of students, parents, and staff, and this entry represents the dedication of the entire community. Some featured activities, the after-school student enrichment program, Bobcat Journalism Club, free after-school daycare, and after-school tutorials. Brook Hill School, the home of the Bobcats.
By the way, you may notice that the parade is being filmed today by Dave here from YSN365.com. They're showing it live right now, and if you'd like to see the parade after the parade, you can catch it YSN365.com. It also will be on YouTube.
I think that's Darth Vader right there. Nope, it's the Lawrence Cook Middle School Mustang Band.
In the direction of Mark Mayer and Chris Ackerman. Let's hang on a minute. The Mustangs performing the main theme from Star Wars. Some things just never go away, like Star Wars. And of course, the movie Solo coming up this summer. And let's see, go ahead, Dan.
Next is Unguarded Fencing. They teach martial arts with Olympic and historical weapons. EGF walks this parade to salute you, the everyday people who are the unsung heroes of our community. Together we rose from adversity, determined to work every day to rebuild and make ourselves better than we were before.
On Guard Fencing, thank you very much. And thank you to Sutter Health, one of the great sponsors of the Rose Parade, taking care of a lot of things for us so that we can be here enjoying a full parade, over 100 entries, and we're not even in the middle yet. Let's talk about the Santa Rosa Gymnastics Center. They're coming up, the longest active gymnastics school in Northern California, over 43 years in business. This year, SRGC was in the center of the firestorm, and although 42 of our gymnasts lost their homes, they're happy to say the gym is still standing and remains a safe and positive home away from home for all of its 800 gymnasts. Wow. Santa Rosa Gymnastics was a distribution food, our center that is, for food, clothing, and other supplies during and after the firestorm. Like so many, it grabbed itself up by the bootstraps and said, what does the community need? And they answered the call. Santa Rosa Gymnastics. The ones performing today, members of the competitive team, some are survivors of the firestorm. They range in age from 7 to 18 years old. State, regional, and nationally ranked gymnasts they are. Enjoy the flips, the twirls, the stunts, and as they dance the Rose Parade route. Show your appreciation if you would, please. They are Santa Rosa Strong, the Santa Rosa Gymnastics Center.
Next is Sonoma County Animal Services. They provided safe haven and care for companion animals and livestock affected by the fires.
Boy, did they ever.
Animal control officers visited fire zones to rescue animals and put food and water out for animals left behind and not in danger. Sonoma County Animal Services operated 24 hours a day to treat, care for, and reunite displaced pets with their people.
Yeah, we sure appreciate your efforts, the Sonoma County Animal Services folks. Thank you. Thanks for taking care of our wee ones when, in some cases, we weren't around to do it and we weren't able to do it. So thank you quite kindly for that. And here comes the Animal Services van. You've seen it all over Sonoma County, and they take care of mobile adoptions. They take care of disaster response, and it is just an amazing organization, Sonoma County Animal Services.
Here comes the roar of Wine Country Mopar. The Wine Country Mopar Car Club celebrates everything Mopar. Dodges, Plymouths, Chryslers, Jeeps, Ram, trucks, and more. Their motto, Mopar or no car. If you love Mopar, they invite you to join their family-friendly group for fun, and fun. They enjoy cruises, car shows, parades, tours, family barbecues, and monthly dinners. Check them out at winecountrymopar.net.
The Mopar group. Very nice, very nice. And as you can see, there are tons of entrants in this group. It's an amazing number of folks. Wine Country Mopar. Look at that beautiful purple thing. Gorgeous, wow. Gorgeous. Fantastic.
You know, I need a ride after this. Can any of you help me?
I think you'll probably be able to, I'll bet. Yeah, talking about riding in style. Wow.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they should go right from here to the Petaluma Cruise, which is going on today in downtown Petaluma. And boy, would they be a welcome sight down there. Morning, everybody. You look absolutely stunning. If only we had a way to age so gracefully, I'll tell you. Of course, it does take a lot of TLC from the owners of these beautiful cars, and they are gorgeous. We mentioned Sutter Health, one of the sponsors of today's Rose Parade. Yeah. Just to accentuate that point. When the hospital was threatened by the fires, it was able to safely evacuate, quickly begin service again. Amazing effort by the employees of Sutter Hospital. It's community-based, not-for-profit hospital serving Sonoma County and the neighboring communities. The legacy of Sutter Santa Rosa Hospital started in 1867. Little hospital on the corner of Humboldt and Cherry Streets in Santa Rosa, a little bit different now. Yes, Santa Rosa Hospital has delivered over 70,000 Sonoma County babies since then. And thank you to Sutter for being such a great support of the Rose Parade and also the community that we live in.
And
we know this guy.
And following Mopar, it's the California Highway Patrol. CHP is proud to be part of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade Festival. Please welcome Officer John Sloat.
Now, John Sloat is somebody that you know of, you've seen, you've heard during the firestorms. We have relied on him so much to provide us on-the-scene information. And thank you very much, Officer Sloat, and the rest of the officers, too, for your help.
During the October fire, CHP helicopters rescued many trapped by the flames, and officers helped to evacuate those on the ground to safety. Officers also provided vital assistance in keeping evacuated areas secured while the fires were active. Then and now, California Highway Patrol officers and dispatchers committed to safety, service, and security.
Redwood Credit Union, another sponsor of today's Rose Parade. Man, did they raise some money, along with Senator Mike McGuire and the Press Democrat. Wow, millions and millions of dollars for fire relief, and we thank them very much. The year 1928, wow. The American LaFrance, sometimes called a quad because of its quadruple ability to carry water, hose, pump, and a full complement of ground ladders. The unit was last used in service in the Hanley fires of 1964. Wow. What a gem. What a gem from the Santa Rosa Fire Department.
Following them is the 2016 Pierce ladder truck, one of two aerial ladder trucks in this city. The unit responded to all structure fires in the city and provides technical rescue, enforceable entry, and ventilation operations on fire ground.
Yes, that is engine 25 right there. Santa Rosa Fire Department truck number 1, yes indeed. One of the two aerial ladder trucks in the city. This unit responds to all structure fires in the city and provides technical rescue, forcible entry, ventilation operations on the fire ground. This unit is staffed with 4 highly trained firefighters capable of performing successfully under pressure. Yeah, we know a little bit about that. Fire Department truck number 1. And wait, there's more. Please give them a round of great appreciation. So many of us in our homes are standing today because of what the fire department contributed. They've got the Jaws of Life on board. They also have thermal imaging cameras, all things to help them help us in times of need. The Santa Rosa Fire Department. Boy, it's so great to see them along the parade route instead of in any other capacity, which all are very much appreciated, but great to be able to honor some of our heroes today during the 124th annual Santa Rosa Rose Parade.
Coming up next, CalFire and Smokey Bear.
CalFire also instrumental in helping KSRO bring information to you during the course of the fires.
CalFire and Smokey Bear ask everyone to do their part to prevent wildfire. For more information on what you can do, please visit www.readyforwildfire.org. CalFire and Smokey Bear.
One of the things that CalFire did for us, all of us, during the fires is they sat down in the KSRO studios with maps and information about what their plan was once the fires started. And all the way along, what their plan was so that we understood it better, so that when we talked about backfires and things like that, that we all knew better what was happening because of the efforts of our fire department and the folks at CalFire. So an extra congratulations, applause, and heartfelt thank you for being a part of our emergency and now our recovery.
Coming up next, Redwood Credit Union. They're a proud sponsor of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade. Redwood Credit Union loves to help you succeed. Last year's fire and output of support unified our community. Together, we truly rose. As we continue to recover, RCU will be here to help you achieve your financial goals and dreams. Redwood Credit Union.
And let's give them a big round of applause for creating the Redwood Credit Union Fire Relief Fund. An amazing multi-million-dollar effort to help those affected by the wildfires. Oh, thank you. I love a good beach ball. And I love the kind of commitment that RCU stepped forward and took on behalf of fire survivors everywhere. A big part of our community, and happily a big part of our Rose Parade too. We love a good marching band in the Rose Parade, and here comes one. The Rincon Valley Charter School Marching Band. Together we rose, together we'll stay strong. The marching band proud to be a part of our community. Put your hands together and let's celebrate community spirit with the hit from Journey, Don't Stop Believin'. Sucker for a great emotional song from a fantastic marching band in the parade. How about you? The Rincon Valley Charter School Marching Band.
Following them is Supervisor of the 1st District, Susan Gorin. She represents 1st District of Sonoma County, originally elected in 2012. She was re-elected to the Board of Supervisors in 2016. She represents the board on numerous local and regional committees. Prior to her election to the board, Ms. Gorin was elected to the Santa Rosa City Council, where she served 6-year council member, 2 years as mayor. Supervisor Gorin.
The Girl Scouts are here. Amazing Girl Scouts troops, and Girl Scouts do rule, just like the sign they have. And I'm happy to introduce this next organization.
We got ANOVA Education and Behavioral Consultation. Give it up for ANOVA. They are Northern California's most trusted provider of education and services to children and families living with autism and learning differences. ANOVA is working on the front lines of autism treatment by pioneering and implementing effective new therapies for children and teens to achieve their full potential. ANOVA Education and Behavioral Consultation.
And talk about coming back from it. The ANOVA classrooms burned in the wildfires in October. They have for quite a few weeks now been back in business in portable classrooms adjacent to the LBC until they get those classrooms rebuilt. So yay for them.
This next group reminds me that I have a book overdue.
Well, you better get to it, and they're right around the corner, so really no excuse, Dan. Sonoma County Library happily represented in the Rose Parade today. Check out one of their DIY toolboxes and how-to books. Man, we all need that. The refreshed Northwest branch near Cottingtown is reopening this Tuesday, by the way, and May 29th. And don't forget the great summer reading events for children and adults start popping up at branches, and go to sonomalibrary.org for more information.
Would you look at that?
Oh, that's beautiful. The Sonoma County Library. Go get a library card. You can access so many things online at the library.
Following it, then, the Mask of Zorro, presented by Dan and Donna
Wow.
Lavacos of Circle
Wow.
H Frisians, Visalia, California.
And
Mask
don't
of
forget the
Zorro.
Mask of Zorro, Pooper Scooper. Wow, I believe that guy is Zorro. Yes, indeed, it is. Pack 25. Pack number 25 and pack number 150 of the Boy Scouts represented. Montgomery High School Band and Cheer. High School Viking Band and Cheer teams performing Aha's classic, Take On Me, a tribute to Sonoma County's resilience and ability to take on any obstacle, and showing how together we can rise above anything. Montgomery High School Band and Cheer.
Shawnee Hospitality is Mountain Mike's Pizza, but you can hit their sponsor. I pulled that up.
You take this, I'll hit the sponsor. Okay.
Montgomery High! Coming up in the Rose Parade, like a lot of other businesses in Santa Rosa.
We'd like to thank Chandi Hospitality Group, which is coming up right now. They're sponsoring the 124th Luther Burbank Parade with over 10 years of owning restaurants from pizza places. The high-end dining Chandi Hospitality Group learning how to do things the right way. From the first Mountain Mike's Pizza to their upscale dining option, each restaurant offers to them to better serve investors, customers, and the community.
And Mountain Mike's. By the way, the Chandi Group has been such an important part of our community. They have sponsored so many important events at the square, including New Year's Eve and many, many more. Of course, we lost a Mountain Mike's Pizza location in the fire, but be on the lookout for the new location on Cleveland Avenue. And remember, there are Mountain Mike locations all over the county. And come get a slice or two after the parade at the festival. The festival will go on downtown in the square after the parade till 2:30 this afternoon.
Next is the Sonoma County Shriners Arabians. They support hospitals for children who provide free medical services for children under 18 with severe burns, scoliosis, spinal deformities, missing and deficient limbs, cleft palates, and other conditions. No man stands as tall as when he stops to help a child.
Shriners Hospital for Children, we love you. Thank you for your fantastic work, really around the entire country. Absolutely fantastic. Let's stand up and cheer for the Fountain Grove Club. They need our support. They deserve our support. They've been through a lot. It lost most of its facilities, but members opened up their hearts and their athletic center to the community as a comfort station, providing services needed for all: restrooms, showers, food, drinks, all the necessary stuff. Fountain Grove Club plans to rebuild its facilities. This giving spirit lives on. Yes, it does. Members back to enjoying rounds of golf, tennis, swimming, and Tiger Kick. Fountain Grove Club, one club, one community. Thanks for being here at the Rose Parade today.
Among several of our sponsors, we'd like to thank Pacific Gas and Electric Company for sponsoring the 124th Annual Luther Burbank Rose Parade and Festival. Following 2017 wildfire, PG&E is teaming up with first responders, civic and community leaders, customers to implement additional precautionary measures. These measures are intended to reduce the risk of wildfire threats and improve safety in advance of the start of wildfire season in northern and central California. PG&E provides natural gas and electric service to approximately 16 million people throughout a 70,000 square mile service area in northern California. PG&E.
Boy, we learned a lot over the last 7+ months, haven't we? As a community, we've gone through a lot. And one of the great things about collectively being at the Rose Parade today is that we've gotten this far together. It has taken every single member of our community to get to this point and to get to it as well as we have so far. And there's much work to do. It's going to take that kind of camaraderie together throughout the course of the rest of the year and the next year and the next year, and we don't know how many years yet to follow. But I'm sure you feel the same way I do, as just such a proud member of the Sonoma County community and for all of the things that we've been able to accomplish so far. So, yay for you! We couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, please welcome the one, the only Rincon Valley Royals Elementary Marching Band. 2018 marks the 23rd year the Royals have participated in the Rose Parade. We all love them young and new, and today we'll rock and rise with our old favorite, Louie Louie.
Headed our way. They've participated in the Rose Parade every year for over 30 years. Job's Daughters is a girls' organization that teaches skills including leadership, public speaking, and creating lasting friendships, and that is a skill too. We want to happily welcome the girls who are coming up. They're ages 10 to 20. They enjoy spending time together while doing community service projects, also eligible to receive many scholarships for college. That's great. Job's Daughters is a safe and welcoming organization for girls from all backgrounds.
We have the American Medical Response Paramedics and Redcom dispatchers handle more than 50,000 emergency calls per year. They urge you to learn how to save a life by starting hands-only CPR prior to the arrival of emergency responders. Download the Pulse Point app to be notified when there's an emergency vehicle nearby. You can save a life.
Paramedics and dispatchers, we would not be here today without them. For Division 3, the Division 3 banner of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade and Festival, it's sponsored by Freedman's Home Improvement, stores in Santa Rosa, Sonoma, Petaluma, and Ukiah. Freedman's Home Improvement, proud to be a Sonoma County home project place. And Sutter Health. Who doesn't love Sutter Health? Hello, darlings. Well, thank you very kindly. We watched the video of the evacuations at Sutter Hospital in Santa Rosa. The safe placement of all employees and all patients, too. An amazing job during the course of a very busy October for Sutter Health, one of the sponsors of today's Rose Parade.
Following them, it's the Remedies, one of Sonoma County's hottest, most enduring classic rock bands. First place winner last year in the Rose Parade, Best Non-School Band.
Just a minute ago, the amazing job that Freedman's Home Improvement has done. And every year we look forward to their entry into the Rose Parade. And look at this float. Wow. That is a beautiful thing. No surprise. They probably did it themselves, too, considering how many do-it-yourself projects are available there. Freedman Home Improvement thanking the first responders and rebuilding, renewing, and returning.
At Freedman's Home Improvement, we've been delivering the human side of home improvement since 1946, and are proud to stand with our community as we recognize our first responders today. Please welcome the Rancho Cotati Marching Band.
Oh, they're good. You better pay attention. This is a good bunch of young folks.
They are under the direction of Tim Decker, led on the street by drum majors Ian Closer, Charlie Gomez, and Bell Ermentrout. The Rancho Cotati Band has privilege of performing venues like Carnegie Hall and the Lincoln Memorial and events like presidential inaugural parades and the Holiday Bowl, but they are always especially proud to march in the Luther Burbank Rose Parade. The Rancho Cotati High School Marching Band.
Californians. They're a leader in construction and home building industry. Thanks, Blue Mountain Communities.
Next is Pearl Harbor survivors, North Bay.
Wow.
Pearl Harbor survivor Larry Petretti, age 94, served aboard the USS Whitney, a destroyer tender at the time of the December 7, 1941
Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, the event that thrust the U.S. into World War II.
Tom Miller is driving this here in Miller's 1947 Oldsmobile. Give it up
For Pearl Harbor survivor Larry
Petretti. Thank you very much, Larry.
Wow.
What a moment.
What a moment. We know this next young man, too. We had him in the studio the other day. He is, of course, an American hero. He's 96 years old. His name is Daryl Shumard from the Army Air Cargo, or Air Corps, that is, excuse me. He flew a P-47 fighter plane over Germany during World War II. On February 14th, Valentine's Day, 1945, he bailed from his burning plane, quickly captured by the Germans. He was held as a prisoner of war until the liberation on April 29th, his liberation, 1945. And Captain Shumard, honored to have you here, sir.
Great to see him out here today.
Next one, we got the Northwest Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and Field District Supervisor James Ford, along with representatives of Northwest Area Citizens Advisory Council, wishing you a speedy and prosperous recovery.
Special thank you for today to our media sponsor, YSN365.com. You see them here, they're filming the Burbank Rose Parade. YSN Youth Sports Network provides videos and news and information about local youth sports. Thank you very much. They're streaming it live, and you can also go on YouTube and watch the Rose Parade after we're finished up. Thanks, YSN365.com.
Please welcome the combined Rincon Valley Middle School and Slater Middle School Marching Band under the direction of Brandon Binder. That unforgettable tune. Rincon Valley and Slater Middle School.
And Sonoma County points here. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. 338 of the 40 and 8. The 40 and 8 draws its origin from World War I, when we had a couple of million young Americans in France to fight the war to end all wars. The narrow gauge railroads of France had boxcars that carried little more than half the capacity of American boxcars, and they were used to transport soldiers and horses to and from the fighting fronts. On the side of the boxcars, written in French, was 48. This means that the boxcar would carry 40 men or 8 horses. Culture number 338, active in the community with funds from flea markets and markets used for a proud sponsoring of safe school ambassadors in Sonoma County schools and scholarships at SRJC, where the 40 and 8 sponsors 15 students in the nurses training program there. Thank you very kindly, Sonoma County Voiture.
Up next, Sonoma County Veteran of the Year for 2018, Kate O'Hare Palmer. Give a big round of applause, Kate O'Hare Palmer. She was selected for the honor by majority of Sonoma County's 42 veteran groups.
An Army nurse who served in Vietnam, she has been active in many veterans causes locally in Sacramento and all the way to Washington, D.C.
Latinos Unidos of Sonoma County.
Unidos, I should say. This is Latinos Unidos of Sonoma County, nonprofit organization established in 1966. This organization has granted scholarships to college-bound Latinos totaling over $1 million, provided sports equipment and uniforms for youth groups, covered burial costs for poor working families, and served other needs in the immigrant community too. Thank you, Latinos Unidos of Sonoma County.
Next is Hidden Valley Elementary Band and Flag Team. This is Hidden Valley's second year in a Lunar
Burbank Rose Parade under the direction of Sue Martin, led by drum major Emma Moore. The band and group team of a medley of Hey Ho and Whistle While You Work to salute all the workers.
Rebuilding our community.
Congratulations, former officers. Please give them a big round of applause. Redwood Empire, MOAA.US. That is where you find them looking good in the Rose Parade.
Following them is Paradise Pets Resorts. We'd like to offer you our sincere thanks for once again voting us the #1 pet service in the North Bay, offering professional daycare, boarding, training, and grooming. Paradise Pet Resorts, where your pet will be treated like family. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonoma County's own, the Marine Corps League Santa Rosa Detachment 686. The MCL is a group of honorably discharged Marines and Corpsmen. They put on the Marine Corps birthday luncheon every November 10th at the Santa Rosa Vets building and run the local Toys for Tots program. All aboard the Toys for Tots train. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, always faithful. Hoorah!
Hoorah! Hop and keep! Help and help and
Thank you very much, the Marine Corps League. Yeah, there's one of the many vehicles that carries the toys.
In the Toys for Tots program, there are a ton of them. Sonoma County Indian Health Project, Incorporated.
The medicine wheel has an extreme and wide variety of meanings to every individual. Their float represents the strength each Santa Rosan had to deal with during this past year, and how together we are rebuilding and supporting each other to rebuild our lives and spirits. Yahweh. In Coastal Como, this means thank you, and we thank you.
Up next, the combined bands of Pioneer High School and Comstock Middle School. They're excited to once again march in the Luther Burbank Rose Parade, especially this year as all of our Northern California recovers from the fires last fall. This parade is an opportunity for all of us to let our hair down, revel in the day, and enjoy each other's company. And when all else fails, do as our song suggests, shut up and dance. Success has been helping clients achieve their goals while meeting the needs of our community, environment, and the people who make it their home.
We envision our solutions enhancing the quality of life
For generations to come, creating a brighter future through engineering, science, planning, and design. Thank you to our sponsor, Waco.
The veterans of foreign wars, Russian River Post 768. Please help us welcome them. They're from Windsor, Healdsburg, Geyserville, and Santa Rosa, welcoming veterans of all eras, and has been serving our local veterans and their families for over 85 years. Special thank you to West Coast Diesels for their support of the VFW. West Coast Diesels for all your diesel repairs and performance upgrades, the veterans of foreign wars. Russian River Post 768.
Here comes Division 4 of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade and Festival, sponsored by Luther Burbank Savings. You're worth more here. Luther Burbank Savings is your spot for personal and business banking. Find them online at lutherburbanksavings.com.
with them, the Volunteer Center of
Sonoma County, they're thrilled to be in the parade to honor volunteerism. They're best known in the parade by their volunteer vehicles used in their transportation program. Today they walk with heroes, some of the 15,500 volunteers that signed up at the Volunteer Center during the fires.
Can you imagine getting almost 16,000 phone calls in the day after the fire from people saying, I want to help, where do I go? Well, it was the Volunteer Center who told them where they could be the most assistance and where they could do the most good. Thank you very much. I cannot say enough about the contribution of the Volunteer Center of Sonoma County. An absolutely imperative part of our community. Sonoma strong, thank you. Better together, the Volunteer Center of Sonoma County, thank you for all of your help.
Here comes the Redwood Empire Food Bank. Santa Rosa, you should be proud of your local food bank. These folks distribute over 16 million pounds of food a year and really rose to the occasion to help our neighbors impacted by the fires.
Yes, congratulations on that mammoth effort by the Redwood Empire Food Bank, which continues, by the way, helping our neighbors on a daily basis. Yeah, here's how they cart some of the donations around, and they need every bit of it too.
I'd like to remind you that don't miss the parade awards, approximately 2:15 p.m. at Courthouse Square. Come and see who takes home the trophies with more than 60 awards plus cash prizes being offered in today's parade. That's 2:15 p.m. at Courthouse Square.
We'd also like to give a huge thank you to our special
Award sponsors, Santa Rosa Firefighters Local 1401. They're sponsoring the Best Use of Recycled Materials Award. Teamsters Local 856 is sponsoring the Best Tribute to Luther Burbank Award. Keegan and Copen sponsor the Thomas P. Keegan Award. Best entry using local history. Dion Sawyer Tours will sponsor the Sweepstakes Award Best Unit in the parade. The support of today's parade allows us to provide special trophies for those entries in the parade that go over and above. Thank you to all our very generous trophy sponsors.
I don't know about you guys, but I think the judges are going to have a terribly difficult job this morning trying to figure out who is the best of the best as we move along. What a beautiful day for the Rose Parade. Are you enjoying it? Yeah, me too. Was really looking forward to coming out here and just having some fellowship with our community. Thank you all for being here. I think it's good for all of us, frankly.
Next up, the Molina Carrillo High School drumline. I can see them coming down. They're proud to present their spring show organ under the leadership of Captain Sophie Robbins. Rise with us as we take you out of this world on a musical adventure. The Molina Carrillo High School drumline.
They're coming up. They're coming up. As you can imagine, the Maria Creo band is always a big hit at the Rose Parade. Everybody wants them to perform at every stage of the Rose Parade route, and we're so glad that they're on our way to us.
By the way, I'm being told to also thank the announcers here at the Rose Parade. You don't have to thank us in particular. KSRO always happy to be a part of the festivities. Also want to thank the folks from the Bull and KZST, El Patón, and Hot 1017, and all of the rest of the people taking part. It is a time for all of us to get together, and I'm glad we're doing it in front of a microphone today. I know they're coming. They're nearly here. They're worth waiting for. The Maria Carrillo High School drum line. That was a tease, is what that was. Sonoma County's outstanding teen, Miss Sonoma County, is Tyler Avery Lewis. 72nd Miss Sonoma County. She's a lifetime Sonoma County resident, lives in Roder Park, graduate of Rancho Cotati. She's currently a dance major at SRJC. We saw it that night too. An accomplished singer and dancer, hopes to one day operate her own dance studio. In June, Tyler will compete to become our Miss California and represent our state at the Miss America competition in September. Tyler Avery, good to see you, babe.
And with her, the 2018 Miss Sonoma County's outstanding team, Miguel Fonza.
A lifetime resident of Sonoma County, living in Roder Park, attending Technology High School. Besides being an accomplished ballroom and cultural dancer, Mikhail plays the piano, violin,
Ukulele.
He hopes to one day become a psychiatrist and choreographer.
Miguel Fonza.
Hi, ladies, good to see you. Yeah, looking good. And let me tell you, these young ladies who, you know, judging by what it said in our booklet here, have lived their entire lives in Sonoma County. Not quite sure how long that is, but hopefully they've got a long ways to go here. My pleasure, babe, my pleasure. And they are representing our county so often during the course of the year and making some really great contacts for themselves too. This Sonoma County and this outstanding team.
Following them, the Sonoma County Roller Derby. 2007 Sonoma County Roller
Derby developed a league of skaters.
Volunteers that work together to bring roller derby from the North Bay.
Their home team,
The Wine Country Runners and
North Bay Cruisers, represent the league in their home community, and our travel teams. And the NorCal Growlers represent our great county across the nation. The Rollers also compete for a chance
to win the Women's Black Truck Derby Association national title. They have recruiting sessions year-round and also welcome transfer skaters. Come check them out after a home bout June 23rd in the Grace Pavilion at the Sonoma County Fairgrounds.
Sonoma County Roller Derby, yeah. They're still having fun. Well, I feel compelled to get up close and personal in this next entrance of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade. Froggy 92.9. Robin Joss are here. Hi, guys. I should know them. They're right across the hallway from us. Good morning, Robin Joss.
We're trying to stay away from the roller derby people that run into them.
Yeah, those roller derby people, I would stay on their good sides if I were you. Robin Joss, a part of the very successful team, the morning team, as a matter of fact, at 92.9, and
We're right in front of the cemetery.
right in front of the cemetery.
Make sure
And
to join.
if you think that love isn't found on the radio, congratulations to Robin Joss. They've been partners for many years, and now they are engaged to be married.
Make sure to join them for Country Summer, June 15th to 17th at the Sonoma County Fairgrounds. Tickets available at countrysummer.com. Following them, the Santa Rosa Rural Cemetery Committee of the Recreation and Parks Department. They present Together We Rose to honor 150 years of
Starting the road to history, the committee has maintained, preserved, and funded and interpreted this historic treasure for 25 years.
volunteers are costumed from around the time of Santa Rosa's incorporation in
1868. Wow. Santa Rosa Rural Cemetery. Let me tell you,
So much history there. It is quite amazing. And if you want to talk about people who've been busy for the last several months, let's talk about these guys and gals from Stanley Steamer, the first carpet cleaning company to be certified in removing 94% of common household allergens from carpets they clean. The deep cleaning process removes dust, pollen, pet dander, and other microscopic pollutants that collect in your carpet. And of course, they had a lot of work after the October fires for those of us fortunate enough to keep our homes. A lot of them had to be cleaned and cleaned very thoroughly. At Stanley Steamer, they know that a cleaner home is a healthier home. And thanks for the overtime, that's for sure, over the course of the last many months.
please welcome the Luther Burbank Elementary School 4th grade reporter marching band.
Returning after a long hiatus, they're pleased to be
Led by Luther Burbank himself under the direction of Elizabeth Northup, the band is playing variations of Hot Cross Buns.
And a big thank you to all the supporters of the Rose Parade. The Rose Parade brought to you by the generous support of more than 60 business sponsors, and we appreciate them all.
judgment and statement to all our first responders who have served and are serving. Todd Johnny, fabricating and designing a fully functional fire apparatus, this unit dons all necessary gear and equipment to tackle any aspect of first responder duties.
I think that's Queenie, Todd Queenie.
Todd Queenie.
But we can, flip a coin over that one as we come. Of course he's in the building. What would you expect during the Rose Parade? Elvis in the building.
And house Elvis.
Impersonated Elvis for many local events. Recently auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Put your hands together for
for Damn Big House Elvis.
I'm sorry, Elvis has now left the building. Santa Rosa 4x4s, yes, Incorporated. It's a non-profit, family-oriented four-wheel drive club in Santa Rosa. They pride themselves on welcoming families, singles, and people of all levels of off-road experience. Any kind of vehicle, you can be part of it. Formed in 1970, today's members of the Santa Rosa 4x4s still uphold the traditions that its founders envisioned, participating in safe, responsible, and fun off-road recreation, providing and partaking in social and educational activities as they relate to off-roading, and upholding land management and soil conservation practices too. The Santa Rosa 4x4 Incorporated. That was quite fun.
Let's give a big thank you goes to all of our supporters for the 124th annual Luther Burbank Rose Parade. This parade is brought to you today by the generous support of more than 60 business sponsors. Our volunteer board of directors works year-round to plan the parade and activities associated with it. On parade day, it takes more than 100 volunteers to help with the over 130 parade entrants. Over 4,000 people marching, riding, or participating in the parade. Thank you to everyone that helps to make this event possible for us to celebrate the very best of the community we live in. Please join us at the Festival of Family Fun in Courthouse Square. Live entertainment, food, and fun until 2 p.m. today.
Wow, great turnout from the 4x4 club. Good looking, perfect day for it. Older sons and daughters of Italy in America. Santa Rosa Lodge, 1898. Juan Aguirre volunteered in the Vets Memorial Hospital for 14 days during the fires and managed the supplies in the pharmacy for the doctors, nurses, and patients using the facility. So many heroes for us. The Older Sons and Daughters of Italy, the largest and oldest Italian-American fraternal organization in the U.S. They recently hosted the Italian Consul General at a community meeting in November after the wildfires, where the consulate offered its help in restoring Italian citizenship certificates and other important documents too after the fires. So many stories we haven't even heard yet about the folks who jumped in and became a part of the solution and a part of the recovery of this amazing community. And here we come down the stretch. Our next entry is the Hillcrest Middle School
Marching Band, Unit
IB and Flag Team. The marching band is comprised of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders from Hillcrest Middle School in Sebastopol, California.
under the direction of Nick Pulley. The band is led by drum major
Olivia Howard-Giannis. And help us with the spirit of this, the band is performing Don't Stop
Believing by the band Journey.
The Hillcrest Middle School Marching Unit
Is over 150 students strong, a source of pride and enthusiasm to their
school district.
Marching band, and Don't Stop Believing is not just for the San Francisco Giants anymore.
Here are combined Kiwanis Club and the high schoolers' key clubs of Sonoma County. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time.
Kiwanis Key Club.
They are ordinary people doing extraordinary things to uplift Sonoma County and serve its children.
Kiwanis programs in Sonoma County include college and music scholarships for youth.
Elementary school book giveaways support our local Y Scouts and
Homework Arts
Old West Town. Kiwanis believes kids now and strives for power youth to make an impact through service and leadership.
Yet another organization that
Stepped up mightily
after the October firestorm and raised all kinds of money and did such good work for our community. Wow, so many people to thank. We do live in a community of heroes, no question about it.
Kiwanis is looking for new leaders. If you're interested, contact Kiwanis on Facebook.
So this next group has apparently got to get together with Sheriff Rob Giordano because it's about the boats today. It's Boy Scout Troop 125. Founded in 1953, the troop has proudly served their community among the first to help with fire relief. The troop offers an active year-round program that includes camping, canoeing, and boating. Yeah, there's the boats. Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Rosa's own Troop 125.
They're followed by SoCo Private Security.
They're a boutique security service provider serving the public and private sector alike.
SoCo Private Security
Is the new breed in security,
breaking all the negative stigmas and stereotypes.
have plagued the industry today. Their core values, honesty, integrity, tenacity, and teamwork drive them to excellence. SoCo Private Security. Welcome Sweat Food, a group fitness and cycling studio with a mission to excite and
Energize your relationship with fitness. No matter how big or small your goal may be, Sweat Mood will take the guesswork out of your workout and push you to reach your goal.
Sweat Mood, I love the name.
I can tell you want to. Especially those judges.
On board that flatbed somewhere, Fitbits are going out of their minds right now.
Coming up after them, Division 5 of the Luther Burbank Rose Parade and Festival, sponsored by Blue Mountain Community's new home community, Village Station in Santa Rosa. This weekend is the grand opening of 4 new model homes. Find Village Station at Boyd and Sebastopol Road.
Our thank you to Trione Vineyards and Winery, one of the big sponsors of today's Rose Parade. They're located in Geyserville. Perfect spot to enjoy their wines and the picnic. Thank you, Trione Vineyards and Winery. We saw them in October and November, the California National Guard.
3 local units, the headquarter and headquarter company, 579th Engineer Battalion from Santa Rosa, the Forward Support Company, also from Santa Rosa, and the 235th Engineer Company Sappers from Petaluma.
They're a part of the 900 soldier task force
Comprised of units from all over the state and tasked to support Sonoma County during the deadly firestorm in October. The 579th Engineer Battalion was activated for 21 days, providing numerous services to citizens and the first response agencies for the duration of the crisis. You might have seen them in their traffic control points, evacuation shelters, reintegration centers, or running logistical missions throughout the neighborhoods devastated by the fires. And there are a lot of them. Their motto of engineers, Semper Laborantes, or always working. These soldiers are always working to support their local community. Give it up for the National Guard.
And speaking of being in service, they're in service year-round, and like so many others, stepped up mightily during the firestorm. The Salvation Army is a part of the Rose Parade this year. They served 85,000 meals, gave away $60,000 in gift cards, distributed over 40,000 pounds of material goods during the course of the wildfires. They've been serving Santa Rosa since 1889. The Salvation Army serves over 2,000 members of our community every month. And that is, I'm not talking about the month of October, I'm talking about every single month. Thank you to the Salvation Army. Oh boy, what a treat, coming up.
Here comes Mariachi Carrasco. He's been employed here since 1999 in Sonoma County. traveled all over California and performed at fairs and private parties for many special occasions. Sponsor of today's parade, Freedman's Home Improvement is a contributor to our community. Whether it is donating time, energy, or product, they're always there to help. As families and businesses rebuild, Freedman's Home Improvement continues to be an important resource for our community. Family-owned business, 3 generations of Freedman's now celebrates 72 years of being able to give back to the community and 72 years of building customer relationships that mean more than ever. Thank you to Freedman's Home Improvement for your support at the Road Parade and the community.
And by the way, behind the mariachis that just went through, we don't have any information on it, but some people just wake up on Rose Parade morning and they say, hey, I'd like to be in the parade too. And so some of those folks were behind the mariachis just a few minutes ago, and more power to them. Sometimes it just pays to be spontaneous. Exchange Bank is coming up. It has always strived to be a part of the community and has been committed to helping rebuild Sonoma County since the wildfires. Together we can rise up, and we are so proud to be Sonoma Strong. They've been around our community for a long, long time and continue to invest in it. Please welcome the Exchange Bank to the 124th Rose Parade.
I didn't know they make roses that big.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. Here's some more folks associated with the local Exchange Bank group. We saw a lot of them that they were taking up mantles in the human race a couple of weeks ago, raising money for their community. So happy to welcome back and the expanded Exchange Bank. Both beautiful floats and also many of its members are taking part in the parade today too. I'm not sure if they're entered in this, but that is the world's tiniest dog now coming down the parade route. Wow.
Coming up next, the Resurrection Roller Girls. Resurrection Roller Girls strives to provide an opportunity for athletes to achieve their maximum potential through the sport of amateur roller derby. Through intensive training, competitive activities, and community involvement, the Resurrection Roller Girls strive to embody specific core values, including hard work, motivation, confidence, perseverance, respect for diversity, and continuing personal development. Interested in playing derby? Come to CalFire and Motor Park on Tuesday night, 8 to 10 p.m. for the basics. Back to basics, that is. If you just want to see what all the excitement is about, the next home game is August 25th at CalScape. Tickets available at resurrectionrollergirls.com.
They've been on the air with us a few times, the ladies from the Resurrection Roller Girls and the Roller Derby, and man, oh man, all of these ladies have regular jobs they get up and go to. Nobody might assume what they do on the evenings or the weekends, but man, do they have fun. Resurrection Roller Girls. And the next band coming up is not in the Santa Rosa Rose Parade every year, but and coming up after the Roller Girls. It is a band that we look forward to when they can make it up our way, and we'll talk about them in just a moment. They're certainly decked out for the Rose Parade. Resurrection Roller Girl. And yeah, you can become one too.
I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Trioli Vineyards and Winery. The Trioli family have been long supporters of the parade and festival. For the late patriarch Henry Trioli making a commitment to the parade during the session to ensure the parade would survive for generations to come. The performance like the Resurrection Roller Girl. Trioli Vineyards and Winery, located in Geyserville, a perfect spot to enjoy their wines and a picnic. We thank them for their wonderful wines and for their continued support for the Luther Burbank Rose Parade and Festival.
And here they come. Thompson High School Band and Attachments under the direction of
Anthony Ransford. Sit back and enjoy the sights and the sounds
of the Thompson High School Band.
Fantastic. Want to say thanks to the Luther Burbank Savings, too, for their continuing support of the Rose Parade and Festival. Their efforts center on making a positive impact on the markets where they live and work, as represented by their supports of many local events and organizations. Thank you, Luther Burbank Savings, for all you do in our community.
Coming up next, Mount Gilead High School Camp. They offer summer camps for students in grades 1 through 12. Campers can expect to play epic games, hear from awesome speakers, participate in exciting outdoor recreation, form new friendships, and grow their faith in Christ. Located near Sebastopol in the beautiful Redwood, sign up, visit at mountgilead.org.
Thought there was going to be a big crowd showing up for the royal wedding? Well, they got nothing on us. Big crowd today for the 124th annual Luther Burbank Rose Parade and Festival. And don't forget, the festival is going on in the square after the parade until about 2:30 this afternoon. That's when the awards will be announced too.
Got Luther Burbank Home and Gardens. Luther Burbank and his clan Wizardry helped put Santa Rosa on the map in the early 20th century. Volunteers and staff of the Luther Burbank Homes and Gardens salute everyone helping Santa Rosa rise again. Help visit gardens to feel the connection between the past, the present, and the future.
And we can't help ourselves. We have to continue to talk about heroes.
With that, please welcome Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Santa Rosa.
Wow. It is their first year in the parade. I can't believe that. But their 65th year serving Santa Rosa and Sonoma County. The team represents just some of the incredible staff and corps of 2,000 volunteers. Wow. 2,000 volunteers who help our community rise every single day by counseling immigrants, caring for seniors, and every day fighting poverty and homelessness in our community.
Thank you, Sonoma County, for voting Catholic Charities
Your best nonprofit in 2018. And there's a little tiny Catholic Charities volunteer in the buggies here.
Oh, how awesome.
It's you cannot overstate the contribution
in our community that Catholic Charities makes every single day.
to so many members of our community.
And so delightful to have them finally in the Rose Parade this year.
Now please welcome the Strawberry School Marching Eagles, representing Bennett Valley Union School District and sponsored by the Bennett Valley Educational Fund. The Marching Eagles are dressed today to honor the community members and professionals that make and are Santa Rosa and Sonoma County strong. We are family. Go Eagles!
The Marching Eagles. The Active 2030 Club of Santa Rosa heading our way. They've been providing young adults with opportunities for personal growth, friendship, and leadership development, and improving the quality of life for the special needs kids in our community. Hey,
Man, oh man, have they showed up? Hello there.
Brett, how you doing?
Okay, so here's the big trivia piece.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who was my news person when I first came to town?
David Wesley Page.
Right after, well, start with David.
Oh, me.
That would be you, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Brent and I go a long way back. Good to see you, buddy.
That was about 2 weeks ago, because we're very young. We're very, very young.
Yes, indeed. The Active 2030 Club again rising to the
Hi, guys.
occasion after the fires, making sure
Hey, everybody,
that
welcome.
everybody that could be taken care of was taken care of. And man, we really represent the notion that it takes a village. That's for sure.
And it continues to take one too.
Remember to head to the Festival of Family Fun immediately following the parade. There will be amazing food and parade rewards, nonprofit booths, photo ops, and a free concert entertaining you all afternoon. This event wouldn't be possible without the support of many businesses and individuals. Please thank these businesses that support the festival: PG&E, Epicenter, Sutter, Exchange Bank, and the National Guard.
Together We Rose is the theme of this year's Luther Burbank Rose Parade, and Sonoma County Transit is here to celebrate too. The celebrating community as the rebuilding begins from the wildfires. Sonoma County Transit's route network is 29 routes long, offering local and intercity service that connects Sonoma County. Don't forget your summer youth pass. That's available. It provides unlimited rides for passengers 18 and under on Sonoma County Transit between June and August 31st. You get all of that for $24. Sonoma County Transit, thanks for being here today in the Rose Parade.
inception in 1988, they've donated over $3 million in grants and scholarships to SRHS. In the car with teacher Art Horner are board members Paulette Gomes and Chris Zeke, two active members of the class of 1968's 50th class reunion. Joining them is Candy, the class mascot. Pulling the 63-year-old Spirit Bell in the white pickup is Foundation President Mary Becerra. Joining the parade are this year's SRHS cheerleaders and drumline. Remember, once a Panther, always a Panther.
And also remember, Healdsburg might have the Bears roaming around town, but we've got the Panthers covered in Santa Rosa.
Here's the bell.
And the Santa Rosa High School Foundation. You can become a member today. And the Panthers back. There's the Panthers. Yes, indeed. There's one Panther that's flagged 900 degrees right now.
Panthers! Pump it up! Pump it up! Power! Here we go!
Burbank Rose Parade. Next time you see them, Trioni Vineyards and Winery, Redwood Empire, Rincon Home Improvement, Burbank Sake, Blue Mountain Communities, and PG&E. Without them, we would not have this wonderful parade to share with you today.
And the parade awards, if you're wondering about those, of course the judges right across from ASRO are doing their diligent work, making sure that they write down all of the scores for all of the entrants in the parade. It'll be about 2:15 this afternoon in the square when the awards are announced for today's parade. About 2:15 in the square. Do you love the square, by the way? Isn't it a fantastic addition to downtown Santa Rosa? We love to gather there for big occasions, small occasions, all of them community occasions. Yeah, Courthouse Square. We just call it the square around here. We've got some entrants left for you, and everybody's taking a little bit of a lag in between entrants, but there are more entrants to come for the Rose Parade, and glad to have you with us today, that's for sure.
It takes a lot of people and services to put on a parade. Thank you to YSN365.com, Event Services Plus, Jam Productions, Lola's Market, Devin's Roses and Peggy's Petals, and Clone Digital Print and Copy for helping with this year's parade. A big thank you to Starbucks for providing coffee to many volunteers it takes to make the parade happen.
And by the way, YSN365.com are the ones filming the parade. It's streaming live right now at YSN365.com/live. And then after the parade, if you just can't wait to see yourselves on TV, all you have to do is head to YouTube, and the parade will be available for you there too. So in case you missed anything, or you just think you look particularly lovely today, go to YouTube after the parade. You'll be able to see yourselves there. And our thanks very much to YSN365.com. The Cesar Chavez Language Academy is coming up. What a beautiful, colorful pickup that is. Yeah, Santa Rosa City Schools Charter School, open for 5 years now. Cesar Chavez has students from
from transition kinder through 4th grade this year. They'll eventually have students through the 8th grade. What a beautiful float. This is the 3rd year that Cesar Chavez Language Academy has been participating in the Rose Parade, and they placed 1st in their division in their 1st year. You can certainly see why. And last year they won Best Use of Color in the parade. Look at these beauties.
Welcome to new Cesar Chavez Ballet Folklorico to the Rose Parade. Ballet Folklorico is a new after-school program at Cesar Chavez run by volunteer parents of school children. This year's shirt design contest winner is Ariana Barron. All the students are wearing her designed shirt. Once again, our Girl Scout troop is marching with us. Give a cheer for Cesar Chavez Troop 10291. Our school is bilingual, biliterate, bicultural, by choice.
Should we sing? Should we dance? Should we clap? What can we do for you ladies? How about if we give them a clap like this? Beautiful performance. Yeah, they know the show must go on, and they made it happen. Beautiful. Yes, indeed. A great part of the Rose Parade this morning. And let's remember the Girl Scouts Troop 10291. Cesar Chavez Troop 10291. Beautiful, what a turnout for the folks from Cesar Chavez. Wow, beautiful, looking good. And these are the t-shirts that were designed by somebody in the group, absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful ladies and gents. All right, here we go. Extreme towing, all gussied up for the Rose Parade. This is a locally operated company. Locations in Santa Rosa, Roder Park, Petaluma. After the fires, the company felt they needed to support their community with a tribute to first responders
and to preserve memories of the beloved landmarks on the side of their flatbed truck for all of us to see, and it is coming up. The company is serious about supporting charities that affect everyone. Currently, they have 3 vehicles in their fleet wrapped for charity and plan to add more. The 2 you see here are Sonoma County Strong and Autism. A 3rd truck supports breast cancer research. Every job done with one of these trucks donates a portion to the charity they represent. What a cool idea. Yeah. Extreme Towing provides all towing services, tire changes, lockouts, and jump starts in the residents of Sonoma County, dedicated to giving back to the community they serve. Extreme Towing.
Next up is Early Day Gas Engine and Tractor Association. They were formed in 1957 and is a national organization whose purpose is to stimulate interest in collecting, restoring, preserving, and exhibiting gasoline and oil engines, gas diesel tractors, barrel-driven farm equipment in historical value. Please join us tomorrow at Jack London State Park for Clown Day with North Coast Draft Force and Union Club. Other events that we attend are Big Grove Parade on July 1st, Rapids Scene Apple Fair in Sebastopol in August, and Torrey Lake Regional Park Fall Festival 2 weekends in October. Come join us for our very fun show season.
That's great. We see so much, in the outskirts, in the unincorporated areas of Sonoma County. You've gone by the plots of land that have the farm equipment lined up to sort of check out the perimeters. It's nice to see these up and running through the Rose Parade. It's coming. There is no getting around it. The Sonoma County Fair is on its way and will be represented in just a moment, coming up here in the Rose Parade. In the meantime, a big thank you to Early Day Gas Engine and Tractor Association, their Branch 31. The Sonoma County Fairgrounds have been used for all kinds of purposes for decades and decades and decades now, and of course sprang into service as we used them in the very initial first hours of the fires as an evacuation center, and they were there for days and weeks, and in some cases months for some folks. It's another opportunity, another example of a community of heroes, and the Sonoma County Fair is on its way. Yeah, this year's summer fair, Salute to Heroes, is going to let them show their appreciation too. You can also enjoy all your fair favorites from August 2nd to the 12th. Of course, the carnival, the horse racing, the flower show, the livestock, the fair food, and big free shows coming up too. Hey, how's it going? There's Dave. Yeah, Salute to Heroes is coming up. Morning. Yes, indeed. The Sonoma County Fair is on its way. This is beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Fantastic letters, aren't they?
Following the fair, please welcome the L.C. Allen High School Marching Band and Drumline, led by Drum Major Krista Ta and Drumline Captains Alicia Flores and Yuri Corona. Today we rise to the grooves of Don't Stop Believin', Tub Thumping, and Immigrant Song.
Marching violin in a parade. You just saw one.
Here's Recology's Sonoma Marin, Santa Rosa's newest recycling, compost, and solid waste hauler. These brand new trucks are being deployed all over the city. Ecology is committed to helping Santa Rosa increase diversion from the landfill by providing education and materials to help our citizens recycle and compost more while wasting less.
And it has been an amazing day so far for the 124th Rose Parade. And thank you very much for joining us. Thanks. Head down to the square. That's where the kids' activities and the vendors and food and beverages are going to be. Live music with Gator Beat going on till 2:30, and the awards presented at about 2:15. I'm Pat Kerrigan with Daniel Trucios from KSRO. You may have listened to us during the course of the fires, and just to remind you that we, like you, are committed to recovery. Thanks for joining us this morning, and long live Santa Rosa and Sonoma County.